Well, welcome back to Road to Kerbin. Last time we landed on Ash properly without crashing, without breaking everything. And this time it's probably going to be a good idea if we figure out where's the best place to land. So if you want to see us try and prepare for that, please join me. Here we are in the VAB. We're starting off in the VAB because we have scanning contracts to do, and we're also going to want to see what's happening on Ash. So we have a few scanning contracts. If I just pull them up down the bottom here, we've got rescue contracts. We've got to deploy that. We've got probes, still doing that one. So we've got low resolution altimetry, low resolution resource, and a multispectral scan. So we want to do all of those. Now, this is Acuity 3, which we used previously to actually complete a load of those sorts of missions. So you can see here, this one will actually low visual resource. It'll give us biomes, which we really want for that other task. That's one of the reasons we want to do the scanning. And then we've also got, let's have a look here, the altimeter, which gives us a low altimetry, low resolution. So this has got everything we want, but we had a slight problem with this in the past. It's not been brilliant. I think we can do better, and we need to get it all the way out to Ash. So we're going to take that off there. We're going to get rid of these. We're going to look for some tanks. I think we're going to put one of our favourite little new engines on that we're quite enjoying with the where are we size? I want to put, let's see, a little Oscar B on there maybe, or a bigger Oscar B maybe. Can we put a bigger Oscar B on there? Yeah, we'll do that. We'll put that on there. And then we're going to look for an engine. Where are we? We've got the aphid engine. We quite like that. That's going to burn for 4 minutes, give us a reasonable amount of thrust. We don't need RCS because this thing will orientate itself. We're going to take these panels. We're actually going to reposition them. We're not going to do them this way. We're going to do them the way we've been doing them all this time. In fact, we're just going to bin them. We're going to bin all those panels. Let's get some new ones up. We want some fresh panels. So we're going to get ourselves, where are we? These ones. We're going to put them in a star formation because we've been doing that a lot. There we go. There's 6 of them wrapped around nicely. That fits lovely. In fact, we could slide them down on the ant a little bit more. So if we just do that, move that down, that looks quite nice, I think. Just pull it down to there. They'll extend. It will be a lovely. Can we see what that looks like? Oh yeah, brilliant. Nice. That's going to give us some. Let's give some solar power all over the place. Right, we've got some batteries on there. We need some antenna to replace the ones we've removed. So we're going to take some of our antenna that we've been using. So 2 of these, and we're going to see, can we stick them on the top there? Let's see. Get 2 of those. Do we care which way around? Well, actually, yeah, we could actually just fit them into here, couldn't we? Just put them in like that. There we go. Does that fit? That sort of fits, but we could actually get better. What we could do is we could just pull them down and slide them into that sort of gap there, just like that there, and then they're going to stick out at the bottom when we're done. Wonderful, brilliant, like that. However, they are sticking a bit into the craft, so actually we're going to have to move them up. That's annoying. I really don't like that clipping there. So it's going to have to be they're going to have to go far further up. They're going to have to go up about there, aren't they? Yeah, I'll allow myself a little bit of that. A little bit. We would have modified that, I think. Yeah, we're only sending 1 craft, so space is not a big issue. In fact, what if we... There's an idea. What if we just turn them the other way around? That's an idea. So if we just take these and do that. There we go. We could actually put them like that. And then just mount the whole thing structurally on something. Just stick it up high or something like that, and then when they deploy, they do that, and these do this. Yeah, that works for me. I think that works. Right, so retract that, retract those. Right, and then we want to, I think we want to put some solar panels around the middle there as well, just for that, you know, in case we get sort of caught on the side or something like that with something. So what we'll do is we'll just go for 6 of those. Was that not? We'll actually go down. We'll go doing a bit of 2, 4 was not much. Or we could go for the bigger panels. That would give us a real sort of thing there, wouldn't it? Oh, that would be quite nice. I wonder if we could do that. You know what? We're going to send this, we're going to take this off here. I'm going to put some more batteries on it because we're always short on the batteries. Put that there. Put this, right, how much do I need? How much space do we need? Because that would just fit lovely on there, wouldn't it? I think we put more batteries on. What's our mass at the moment? Nowhere near even a ton. Let's really just ramp up the batteries, like so. Alright, there we go. And I think we're actually going to put another fuel tank on as well, just to give ourselves a bit more mobility, a bit more. We could put one of the bigger ones on, but we'll put a little one on. There we go. Just too big. It stops me having to refiddle. And then what we can do is we can mount these on here, and then we can actually take the batteries out and get these to the right size. Then, so that's what we're going to do. It's a little cheaty, but I like it. Right. So I want this to be up a bit. Right, and it needs to be so it's above that hinge. So if we just move it to there and then move them in a bit, there we go. That is nice. I like that. Now, what's our mass? Our mass is a ton. So this is 1 ton we're sending out there. We're going to crimp this back a little bit. I think we'll take that off there, get rid of those 3, put that up to there. No, let's not do that actually. Let's rethink a little bit. Let's do that. Take that off there. Right. Let's put. I think we've done too much there, have we? No, 1 more off. Perfect. So that's going to be able to. Let's actually extend that. Yeah, it can see past there. It's got all that. I'm happy with that. That's okay. We just cut a hole in the thing, whatever. Right, so that is our craft. There we go. All prepared. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. We could put some panels up here around there. That might be quite nice as well. So let's do that. Let's get some. One of the big things I am aware of is that we have electricity issues, and yeah, I would really like it if we didn't, particularly for this, because these things use a lot of electricity. So I want to try and give us as much opportunity for getting electricity at all times as possible. So we'll do that. We'll pull that down. That's going to sit just like that. And that's nice. Yeah, that looks good. That's good. I don't like that actually, but can we pull this in a bit? Yeah, that goes into there, that goes into there, and that's still hanging. You know what, we're going to do without those ones. It's annoying. Oh, get back. Right, I'm going to fix this, and I will be right back with you. We are back. I've reattached the scanning bit there that popped off. It is a bit of a weird attachment. It's like a surface attachment that it's on. I've actually rotated it so it's the other way around, so it looks a little bit better, I think, just that way around. It looks more uniform, involved. Right, so we've got this craft, we've got its little things, we've got antennas on the side, got all that sort of stuff. Now comes the next bit, which is getting out there. I've named it to a QT4 because we need a QT4. So what we're going to do is we're going to open it up. Let's have a look. Let's go for the Ashlander. We're going to merge that. Here we go. There we are. And what we'll do is we will take this bit here, which is all of that. Wonderful. Put that down there. And we're going to plonk this here. We're going to get rid of these extra bits that we had installed. All right, get rid of this and this. Now this is overkill. This is an actual overkill rocket by a long way. This first stage pretty much get itself into orbit now. Right, and we're going to mount this about so, I think. Yeah, that'd be cool. So what we'll do is we need, let's have a look. I would really like to have a decoupler. So where are they? Coupling, decoupler, there we go. We're going to stick one of you on there. Then we're going to stick, that's going to be like that, isn't it? And we're going to put it on there. So we're going to go straight up. We're going to go straight up. And then we're going to go like that. There we are. Right. Let's have a look. We do not want clamshell. Do we want truss sections in it? That looks a bit weird. Don't want that. Sort of, we are being a bit cheaty, but you know what? We'll just do that. There we go. And I think we're ready. I think this one is going to need to have a fairing built for it. There you go. Can we? Oh dear. Now that is interesting because we've now got those antenna there. This will not place. So we're going to be just launching that as it is. That's not good. We don't need those antenna. Let's get rid of them. Yeah. You know what? I'm actually going to put the trussing on this. Truss. Yeah, there we go. It's going to have the truss because then when we actually pop the antenna out, they're going to be on that bit there. It's going to be fine. Right. So we've got this. We're going to do this. We're going to build that fairing. Should work now. Yeah, there we go. So it was just the thing getting in the way. Right. There we are. Is this one? Oh, this one. So when you, that's interesting. So when you actually copy it from like a previous build almost, it will actually lose its fairings. That is interesting, particularly when they're interstages. I did not know that. Is this new? Is this a glitch that I need to sort out? I don't know. Right. That's acuity. That's a big rocket. So we do that. We do that. That takes off. Good. That goes. That goes. And that goes. That decouples and its engine starts. Right. We're going to put that in there. And we're done. More than enough delta V. We could probably send this to other planets. In fact, what we might do is take this bit off the top and use this as like a probe. If we get better antennas, we'll use it as a probe type structure for actually going to other planets, because there's no way we're going to need this much delta V. This is designed for almost landing. In fact, I may this time try and land this because yeah. Oh no, actually, you know what? I'd need antennas on it, wouldn't I? You know what? Let's put some antennas on it just in case. How I can now do it because I've actually finished it. We're gonna be GT again. Right. Get one of these on. Get a couple of these on. Yeah, that's a good idea. Just slide it on. No one noises. Right, there we go. Nobody will notice that they're clipped slightly at all. Right. Save that. Let us launch this thing. We're on the launch pad and I'm just gonna get going straight away. It is a night launch, so I'm not sure I'm gonna show you much of it. I'll probably join you. And that would be good to know if you actually told me this. Do you want to see all the launches? Do you like seeing the rockets flying through the air? Would you rather, if it's just a reuse of a rocket we've built before like this, if we actually just, you know, cut to the chase and show you it once it's in orbit? So, comment down below. Do you want to see the rockets every single launch? Do you want to just see the new versions of rockets? Anything like that? So, comment down below and we'll see. So, I will join you in orbit. Right, we are in orbit and you can see we're actually getting data back from the Ash lander. It's actually sending its data back. So here we are. I've unfurled all of our communication stuff. We've got the solar panels out. Let's just check we're not actually running out of power. Right, we're charging up nicely. I don't know if this is turned on or not. Let's have a look. Is this one activated? Start scanning. I suppose I could do that. What's that going to do to my power supply? Okay, let's try something else. What about if I start U scanning? So in the sunlight we are okay. That's okay. So we'll stop that. And we'll stop that. And we've got we've got an experiment going on. We've got a mite going on, but that's not actually doing anything, and we can turn that off. Right. So now to get us, and you'll see we've got this gap here because these antennae were down there. Now to get this whole thing on its way, we've got loads of delta V. This will take us there and have some spare. I will just leave that to float in space because that's what we do. And then this will be our capture and whatnot. And then if there's enough left on this, we might try and land it. See if we can actually help with that mission, or at least just put a transmitter somewhere like on a pole or something, or just on the ground. Be quite a good little base station. Or I could just leave it in orbit to act as a relay, which is, again, not a bad idea actually. We might do that, but we're going to be polar, so it will have limited use for us. Right, so we're going to Ash. Let's pop it in as a target. It's all over there now, so we're going to go over here. And again, the way I do this, you can actually just imagine there's horizons there. I line up Ash for there, and then I'm just looking and going, right, I want to do a thing from about there. That's about where I want to do it. And it tends to be this with all transfers of, you know, inside the same planetary system. And there we go. And then we can just bring it in, and we can focus view. And then you can see, there we go, that's not bad. We could even, if we really want to refine it a bit more, do a bit of this, get a bit of this going on, and see which way is it going. Oh, there we go. We want to go polar this time, so any angle is good angle, and I want to be about 300 kilometers up, I think. So anywhere above that is fine. Here we go. That's 2, and it's standard level. Like, there we go. So that's fine. That's what we'll get aiming for. That range. We can always pop the altitude up or down or things like that. We'll see. You know what? I really want to land that thing in here. That second stage, I want to actually, or third stage, I want to put in here. I want to see what happens, because that stuff is interesting. I'd love to know what the biome is for that. Right. So let us accelerate our time to the point of this. Now, if you're wondering how do I get map view back to this, I think I mentioned it before. For me, it is the @ key, but I believe that for some people it is the sort of wavy line. It looks like a serpent, I think, or I think it's the hash as well. I think potentially does that, but I'm not sure. So be aware of that. It may be different on your computer. Right, let's position ourselves onto the marker. Let's go. We've got signal. That's very nice, actually. It's very nice to have signal. I suppose we've now got signal. Where are we getting signal from? From Rocom. Rocom is working. That's brilliant. We've actually got that. I mean, okay, we're going over the top of the desert airfield, which I don't know if it actually has a signal for that, does it? No. So we have the KSC. That's wrong. It's not the KSC. It's not Kerbin. It's the Radish, and it's Rhode. What silly people? They've obviously mislabeled the screen or something. I don't know what's going on there. Right. Okay, so we've got the sun behind us. That's going to make this an interesting one. We're going to potentially be in shadow for a large portion of this flight, which would be slightly problematic, but we'll live with it. Right. Yeah, the big problem is if you do this transfer, if we go into the shadow just after the burn, because of the path that we're actually taking, we're actually going to spend longer in the shadow than normal, and you just got to be careful that you don't have problems with power primarily. What we can actually do is get that, because I don't need that in there right now. Right, let us have a look. Where are we? We're going to go prograde right now, and we're on the prograde, so then I'm going to hold it on the prograde. Right. So that's a little trick for you. If you think you should be burning prograde at the point at which your node is, you can wait until you're on it, even if you don't have the hold node. Click on prograde, then click on to just hold the position, and that will work for you. Right, let's see, where are we at? We're going now. Let's do another focus view on this and let's get a bit more thrusting going on. There we go. That was quite quick. So we're just going to thrust in, and there we go, getting closer. Just going to use a little bit of, there we are. So what are we on? Yeah, that's good enough for me. That's actually quite nice. That's actually part way to my my required inclination. Right, so I guess what we're looking at, oh look there, Ash 1 probe landing site. That's really nice, I like that. There's the Ash 1 lander, there's the landing site, and it tells us. So can I right click on it and get rid of it? I can, but we're going to keep that. We're going to keep that there. I thought I changed that. Ash 1 probe. Oh, that's the Ash 1 probe. Oh wow. So that's actually our X satellite that we put in. Oh wow, cool. So where's the lander? I cannot see the lander. Have I got landers turned off? I do. There is the lander. Okay, wow. So we actually landed reasonably close to our first site. So that's both lowlands there. So is that's obviously that stuff there is lowlands. So where's Midlands and Highlands? I'm guessing that is Highlands. And I'm guessing that Midlands is like probably sort of this stuff here, these sort of semi-hills. That would probably be Midlands. But we may end up having to put a rover down just to do this mission. I don't know. Right. Anyway, let's get to a point where we can put this thing into the orbit. So warp here. There we go. Is it going to tell me? There we go. Ash Lander 1 has no electric charge because it's in the dark. That's why. I bet it's in the dark right now, is it? Or it's right above it? Okay, that's interesting. Ash Lander 1 has no electricity. Odd. Right, continue please. Warp to there. We don't really care about electricity charge levels and stuff like that at the moment. We're gonna get to those things again soon. Right, here we go. Ooh, look at all that connectivity. I love seeing all that connectivity. Interesting, I do like the way that it doesn't show it when you close up, because it would get really annoying. So I have to praise them for that. I think that's really nice. You can just see the close in. Right, so we're going to get rid of that. Right, now let's have a look. We want to, ideally, we want to just do a little capture. There we go. That's good. That's nothing at all, is it? Right, and then we're going to do a plane change to a highly elliptic, a highly inclined orbit. So we're going to, let's go retrograde on that. Coming back to here, this is going to take a while. This craft is quite heavy. In fact, do I want that? You know what? I don't want that actually to be on here. So let's get rid of it. There we go. That was maybe not the best idea, but yeah, the force should be pulling it away. Right. That's a bit like what Starlink uses for actually how they actually separate by rolling the upper stage of Starlink's launch vehicle, so that they fan the crafts out just by I think it's conservation of momentum and things like that. I believe, I'm not entirely sure, but it's pretty much how they do it, and I think they're going to be attempting to do that with some other stuff as well. So that's quite interesting, isn't it? You just flip it around and things will spread out nicely. This is an interesting pointy looking craft, very much remnant of our first ash craft, actually, in the shape of it. Very pointy things sticking out, quite like that. Of course, the first craft to actually land on ash was not a lander. We know that. It didn't have any landing gear, and in fact it landed in 2 places at once, which I think is I think that's a skill. That takes a skill. The space program has done awfully well to be able to be that good to do things like that, obviously, because we're just highly skilled individuals. This is interesting. I think when we separate out, that's actually put our periaps almost perfect. This is really annoying. Our periaps is almost perfectly where we'd want it. Oh, that's a nightmare. That is an absolute nightmare. Because in an ideal world, I want 300 as my periap, so just under it. But when we do this change of inclination, we're actually going to have a situation where we let's see if I can do this properly. Right, it's about there, where we're actually going to change all that. It's going to get really annoying. So what I want to do is I want to burn that away, like so. What we want to do is bring this up so it can tell me my inclination as I do that. Right, 80, 85, 87, 89, up to 90, take me to 90. There we go. Right, that's 90, and we're going to still be in an orbit of sorts. Now you can see how small that is. When we actually try to do the inclination change for the satellite system, the communication system around Ash, it was a lot more than that. So this just shows you just how much having that high orbit is actually helping. So we're going to do that, then we'll pull that periaps down to where we want it, and then we'll circularize the whole thing, I think. So let's get out there. It's going to take, what, 4 days? 4 days of orbit. That's crazy. Let's focus on our craft. Okay, we're coming round. And the way I actually got this point, by the way, was I actually looked at this orbital track. I know it's pretty much equatorial. I looked at the orbital track, and then if you see this, you just move it to that. You can line it up. There we go. And then I just went across where this cross is and put my marker there. Which is, it's a cheaty way of doing it. It's not cheaty. I mean, you know where you're normal. You know where you can actually have it on here. I've got it on here where the next equatorial and non-equatorial ascending and descending nodes and all that stuff is. So it's not impossible. It's not impossible to do, but it's annoying. It's annoying. And to be fair, I'm not actually doing it at the best point, I don't think. So it's a day to that, and then yeah. So we've just passed it. Actually, we have actually just passed that. Our equatorial ascending node. We've actually just gone past it, so we're a little late actually, but it doesn't really matter because we're just going to do this, pop it like so, and because we're not perfectly on it is why we're actually getting some slightly different changes. So I think we've actually gone too far there, but 90.4, I'm happy with that. That's perfectly acceptable. And then let's see, we're going to be 6 days to there, 2 days to there. So we're actually going to go to the periaps and do our burn there, and we're going to bring down the apoaps. Not the most efficient way of doing it, but we have we've got so much. I'm just looking at this, 3,000 meters per second. I did not realize we had. I suppose we've normally got, really on this craft, we've got a lot heavier payloads. We've got 4 landers, or we've got, you know, 4 communication satellites. We've put a lot of stuff on this. So yeah, this is quite a significantly sort of lighter load. We've got a ton on there, and we're probably used to putting maybe 2 to 3 tons on there, possibly more. So yeah, that's a biggie. Right. So now we're going to try and bring this apoapse down to around 300 is what we're looking for. And it's going to swap over and become the periaps. You can see that periaps rose to 900. So it was 300, rose to 900 just by us changing the plane, because of the fact that we're adding a bit of energy here, there, and everywhere, sort of thing. Right, now we're going down. Now the periaps is going down, which is now on the other side. So we just keep a mind on that. We want to get it to about 300. Slightly less would be good. Oh, and we did that thing again where the mouse was on top of here because I was looking at it. Yeah, that's something we keep doing. Right, we're going to come along to the periaps, and we're just going to bring this down as well. Now, because of the way we've put ourselves polar, I actually think we're going to be able to get sunlight most of the time on our orbit, which is going to be a massively bonus for us. It is a huge bonus being able to do that. Right, we're now rotating around. There we go. So this thing potentially will be able to actually just angle this structure towards that, and we'll be able to get things going beautifully. So what we can actually do is we can actually start this. Could start this altimeter scan while we're here, couldn't we? Right, let's do a bit of a burn. Take this down to about 250, 245, something like that would be good for us, I think. 245. 245 sounds a nice altitude. So we're ready, and there we go. That's okay. It's not perfect. It's not perfectly spherical, but you know what? I'm not going to complain about that. Right, and then we're just going to decouple that. There we go. Now, what we can do is we can actually rotate this craft around to get it into the sun. There we go. There we go. That's what we want. That's what we want. There we are. Now, obviously, in reality, these antennae would rotate. They'd have some sort of rotation, and we would have this satellite actually orientating itself correctly all the time. And you'll notice it is running out of electricity already. That is how intense the actual these scanners can be. So if we put that on as well, you can see it is just eating the stuff. Oh, we've got occluded by terrain. Right, let's try this then. Let's try the barycenter. It's in the shadow. So let's try Fate. Would Fate work? Occluded by terrain. So tracking. Let's cut the barycenter again. All right, is this one all on barycenter? Tracking barycenter. Tracking barycenter. No, they're all different. So you have to do them all manually. Is that right? That's interesting. So they all track different barycenter, destiny, barycenter, and then these, they're automatically, what are these going to? They're automatically the barycenter. So why are these ones not? That's interesting. Okay. But it is saying that it is in shadow at the moment, which is annoying. So if we just rotate, what about this way? Are we getting any better? Oh, up a bit, up a bit. Up that way a bit. Solar panel 0.14 per second in the shadow. So hopefully this thing will actually start to get, what's it in the shadow of? Is it in the shadow of something else? Do I have to turn the whole thing the other way around? Is that going to help it if I do that? I don't know. Let's find out. Right, it's now getting something. Let's have a look. What about that? Well, is that better? Right, we're going to leave it about there. That's okay. And there we go. Right, so you've seen me playing around enough with this now. It's now facing there, and the scanner's facing the wrong way. And but you get the idea. It will be scanning. So we'll just allow that to continue its scanning. And while that's happening, right, you, my boy, I think we're going to go for a landing with you. So let's have a look. Where are you? I think first of all, we're going to bring you down. So we'll put you on retrograde. We do have signal. Yes, we do. We're going to bring you down. We're going to skim. We're going to skim. So let's bring you down to, oh, I don't know. Something reasonably low about there. That's good, yeah. Right, that's good. What's the altitude of this? This is got an altitude of 17. So actually we can, yeah, that's good. We're going to come to here. And Acuity's batteries are almost empty. We're going to jump back to Acuity once we've done this. Once we've done this burn, actually. Right, so we're in retrograde because hopefully Acuity will then be able to do something. Actually, the planets, the stars, will have actually sorted themselves out of it. So that's one of the glitches with the sun that we've got at the moment, which is annoying. Right, we're going to do that, and we're going to take this down to about 20 as well, I think. There we go. Ooh, that's a little low, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Right. I like the look of this. This looks interesting. I hope that's there when we come back. But let's jump to Acuity. Right. Right, Acuity. Let's see what you've got, shall we? Are you completely dead in space? Because if you are, that's going to be really annoying. Really annoying. Because I only need the biome scan. That's actually what I need. Okay. Right, Acuity. What have you got for me? What have you got? You are running out, and you're still occluded by terrain. How are you occluded by terrain? Is there just something in the way? Right. I think this happens when the Barry Center is right in front of one of these stars or something like that. I think it's actually causing the problem. But anyway, what we will actually do is, first of all, I'm going to turn off the warning. So where is it? Config. Do I want battery complaints? No. And do I want supply complaints? No. Right. There we go. So that's turned off, so it's not going to do that anymore. But let's have a look. Have we got anything so far that we can actually look at? Where is it? Here we are. Has it given us anything? I want biome. Right. So we've got, let's pull this to one side. We can see that that's Midlands, Lowlands, Thermal Hazard Coast, and warning out. So what have we got? This is Lowlands, Lowlands, Lowlands. That is Midlands. Coast. Right, it's been right above coast. And then we've got Lowlands and Midlands. So we've got no Highlands yet. That's interesting. Right. So basically thermal hazard is the coast. That's what we need to be going for. Right, let's go. This thing can just sit and do its stuff. I'm actually going to turn off the radar altimeter, which is probably not a great idea, but we'll do that. And what will actually happen is this will turn itself off. It'll charge up. I'll have to come back again and turn it back on. But, you know, we'll live with that. We'll live with that. So let's go back and have a look. Where are we? There you are, the probe. Switch to scanning halted. You see they're just at the end there. Acuity is scan has halted. So what I will actually have to do is, in between episodes, babysit that craft. I'll actually have to sit with it and basically let it charge up, let it use, let it charge up, let it use, and it will just take days and days and days to do it. And that's one of the glitches, one of the many glitches that we are getting, and one of the really annoying ones. So you will actually find that I have to do that. Anyway, let's change this. Let's get this changed because it's got to have a new name now. It's got to have a new name. Got to give it a new name. We're going to rename this to Acuity Lander, the Acuity 4 Lander. There we go. We're going to turn it into a lander because that's what we're going to do. We could use it as a relay, but ooh, look at that! Look at that! Where are we? Well, that looks interesting. We're in lawns. Right. I want to plop it down here. So let's go to here. Let's warp there. Oh, actually, yeah, we're going that way. Right. So, does the planet rotate very fast is the question I have. Right. I don't think it does. So, let's pull it to here. and then I want to put it down right on the edge of that, if I can. So we're going to put it in retrograde. We're doing 800, we've got 3000. That's not a problem. Right, let's go. Right there, right in that patch there, right on the edge is what I want to go for. Let's get that going. Wow, this does not slow down as quickly as I thought it was going to. I suppose it's got reasonable thrust, but it's not massive. It is not massive. Right, impact in 10. That is interesting. Right. We could go for we could go and try and just skim it onto there, which would be the more obvious one. I think we've gone too far now, so we're definitely going to have to come down onto this one here. The question is, how good is it going to be? Right. Oh, that looks hot, doesn't it? Oh, that looks hot. Right. So I think we're now within a decent range of this. I think we're going to pop onto this. There we go. And we can go down a little bit further and get down to like the 20-second mark. Right, let's have a look. I think a little burst just to pull it to the edge. Right, so that should be putting us on the edge, right? We should be landing about there, or impacting about there. So where are we? We're in the lowlands right now. Do we just hop along? That's the question, isn't it? Do I hop along a little bit? Can we just we may end up putting this down twice. We may end up just doing a hop to the next location, because we will have fuel for that. That's not going to be a problem. Right, and there we go. Firing the engines. Burn time. We can pull this engine down a bit. We don't want to go too far. Right. So now we want to start our burn time to sort of catch up with this impact. And now we want to bring this back again. Can't get the impact down. Oh, there we go. Where are we? We're on the coast. We're on the coast, right? This is going to be the burn up. This is going to be the burning. Okay, so this is the hazardous environment warning situation that we could potentially have. Okay. So we can actually sit on this engine. This is where we want to land, right on this here. I think this is going to cause us to burn up. I don't think we can actually land here, if I'm honest. Oh no! Oh no! 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 Oh, what's that? Oh, oh, right. Oh, we got something. Ah, what's going on? Resume flight. Why did that pop up? What was this? Did I hit this? What is this? Close that. What is this? Recently commissioned. You've splashed down on the oceans of ash. Oh, superb. Right, now, did that give us anything? Where's the mission? We got thermal hazard. Oh, superb. Wonderful. And we got 2% of that done. Right. So we got that. We just needed to land it there, and we sort of did. We got the remnants of it. So that's horrible. So keep away from that. That is deadly. That is deadly. Right. We lost signal at the last second when the engine cut out. That was really horrible. I have to look back at the video, but I couldn't restart the engines or do anything with them because literally the signal cut out. And I'm guessing it's because we were just, we're probably blocked by the mountain ranges there. So, right, I'm going to go babysit a scanning satellite. And until next time, from the... Oh, yeah, we can't autosave. I didn't want to autosave. I wasn't pressing the autosave button. From me, until next time, from the fiery lands of ash, have a great one.